Hello everybody, welcome to Lecala Golf Resort. I'm Matt Fryer and in today's lesson we're going to be tackling the scariest shots in golf. So if this is one of your first lessons on the channels guys, do remember to hit that subscriber button and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any future lessons. Also remember to check out my social media posts that you'll see just down below there. And let's get into today's lesson. So the scariest shot in golf, and as you can see, there is a bunker just here, and then we've got the flag just on the green, maybe 3 or 4 paces up onto the green. So all of a sudden, as soon as I mention this shot to my clients and say, what are you like pitching or chipping over a bunker? Oh no, don't. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I always, and it always starts with I always top it into it, I thin it into it, or I duff it into it. And so, well, what are you like pitching from a similar distance off the fairway with nothing in front of you? Oh, it's completely fine, there's no problems there. So it's when we get into this situation that all of a sudden we put this demon in our head that it is the scariest shot in golf. But in reality, it's very much the same shot we face from being in the fairway, because if we were to play a lofted pitch shot from in the fairway up to something with a slight bit of undulation, we know that we have to fly it 70% of the way, and we know that we're not going to be doing that with a low lofted club playing a chip and run. We're going to get a high lofted club and just do it as we were in the fairway. But then that's where the problem lies. Because of the situation and the pressure we put upon ourselves, we start to try and change things. We start to think that all of a sudden we need to become Phil Mickelson. We need to be playing this dramatic flock shot that's going 60 feet up in the air and landing on the green with a little bit of backspin and sitting next to the pin, as where that isn't the case. If you think of the last time you were faced with this situation and you duffed it into the bunker, you then took 2 to get out of the bunker, you then had 2 putts, you've just racked up 5 shots from being within 40 feet of the flag. Now if you think of the time when you just chip over and 2 putt, even if we chip up to 10, 15, 20 feet, just go beyond the flag to a safe point of the green, you then 2 putts, you saved yourself 2 strokes immediately just by doing that. So that is the first tip. Don't be too tight and try and be too sneaky when you're playing these shots. Actually, what's the percentage shot? If you can go a little bit further over the flag and get away with it, that's completely fine. Take your medicine and don't see that you're duffing it in to the bunker. Okay, so how are we going to play these shots then? So number 1, we need a lofted club. So your most lofted club in your bag, i.e. whether it's a sand wedge, a lob wedge, you know, a 60-degree wedge, 58, whatever it may be, we're going to go for the most lofted club. That's the first thing we have to do. What we then need to do is assess the lie. Is it decent? If it's not the best lie possible, you're probably going to have to take that little bit of a safety shot and allow for it to go a little bit beyond the pin. If it is decent and you're able to slide the club under, it's got a little bit of grass that the club can work over, what you can do is just open the face a tiny amount just to add a little bit more loft. So you'd turn the toe backwards behind the heel and then take your grip after that and see that you've added a little bit more loft. Once you've done that, then you have to get the leading edge squared to the target. So it becomes a bit like a bunker shot now, where my body's aiming a bit further left of the target than it would do as a right-handed player, as opposed to playing a normal iron shot where I'd be square. Because of my open face, I have to aim my body a little bit more. The next thing we're going to do, in terms of ball position, we're not going to put it at the back because we're not going to get the most efficiency of the loft there. We're going to put it a little bit further forwards, and then we're going to lean our weight forwards as well. With this face a little bit open and my weight moved forwards, I can now slide underneath the ball if I've got that really nice lie. The loft of the club will send it up in the air, and I should see that I get it over the bunker with no problem, and it's stopping very quickly. Then what we need to do for these shots, we need to see that there is some level of commitment. We're not trying to help it up. We're going to make a swing and swing through and keep the weight forwards in our stance as we do this. The big one I see because of the bunker is try and lift it up over the bunker. That's when you get the thin or the fat, and you're probably going to be spending some of your time in there. So once we've got the weight forwards, we're going to make a committed swing to staying there and moving a little bit further forwards, and let the loft of the club do the job for us now. Then the final piece of the puzzle is actually committing to this shot, actually hitting it. So once you've gone through that setup technique, choose a spot you want to land it, and I'll demonstrate 2 shots here. So I'm going to go for the first one, where what I tried to say, if you were going to play a little bit beyond the flag, try and almost slam dunk the shot. So you're going to try and pitch it straight into the cup. If you get it a little bit short, you've got room in between yourself and the bunker. If you get it right, it'll pitch near there and run on probably 10-15 foot, and you've got a pretty easy 2-putt from there. So good setup, do everything I've just suggested there. Then, like I say, let's go for the slam dunk. And not far away, and that's bit really quickly. 2 bounces. Because I'd applied the techniques there, I was able to get some good spin. Now, if I play the next one, it'll be the one where I try and be a little bit cuter. So I'm going to see it go out a little bit higher. And even that was quite a flat shot for myself. It wasn't exceedingly high, and that's what we've got to do. Don't overcomplicate it. It doesn't have to be that high. But here I'm going to land it a little bit short of the flag now, and hopefully get it stone dead. And pretty much stone dead. It's about 2 feet from there. Okay guys, so some real simple tips there to make the scariest shot in the world no longer that scary to you. Really just watch that back and follow through those steps. If you can go through that, you will start to see that when you get into those situations, you'll no longer be fearful of duffing it or thinning it into the bunker. Do those, and like I say, they should start to become a bit of a piece of cake for you. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you like watching the lessons on the channel. If you do hit the thumb down below for me. Also, remember to subscribe to the channel so you miss no future lessons to help you improve your game this year. Also, do check out Lacala's channel as well for some extra footage and some extra lessons that I did here recently to celebrate their 30th anniversary. Guys, thanks for watching this lesson, and I'll see you in the next one.